So, I mean, I guess speaking of luxury, right? Do you have an opinion on luxury watches or just luxury in general? Like, do you have a philosophy around luxury? Like, is that something that you attained to achieve as like some sort of luxury status with your brand, or was it maybe a different approach? What is your kind of philosophy around that?
I think I have a more appreciation for luxury after starting my own brand. And I think that a lot of people maybe don't quite understand. And I'll give you an example, a very crystal clear example. Don't understand why certain products cost what they do, like let's say in the watch space. Because in the microbrand space, almost all of us do not manufacture our movements. So the movement in an automatic watch, which, there's different kinds and different complications, but the movement is generally made by a few people, right? We have a Miyota 9015. So the company's called Miyota. They make the movement. And very early on in this design process, I thought to myself, I want to make my own movement. I want to be vertically integrated. I don't want to buy someone else's movement. And I did a lot of research. I did a lot of talking and asking questions. And if you're going to make your own movement, I mean, this is not by any means, the Bible guideline, but you're going to spend about $1 million to do the R&D, the testing, the patents, all that stuff. And so having said that, and now you guys know the price tag, essentially, again, of making your own watch movement. You look at Tudor or Rolex, or you look at these other, well-established brands, and they manufactured their own movement. But you have in the back of your mind, well, there's a reason why that watch costs what it costs. And I think I have a more appreciation for luxury on that level. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we still want to be seen as a luxury brand. And in my opinion, we are, because I did a lot of, communicating with other micro brand owners that I know. I ran through the specs of our watch, how many joules it's got, the beat frequency, power reserve, all these things. And then, they said, cool, you get like a, $900 watch. And I was like, no, we're going to retail for $625. And they're like, whoa, that's a lot of value in that price point. And maybe it's just because, I come from trading commodities where it's usually focused on the volume. And so that's kind of my approach in the watch game here is I really want that brand awareness to spike. And so I'm trying to come out with a bang and deliver also just a good value for the customer. But yeah, that's kind of my appreciation to your question about luxury.
I can tell you care about it a lot. And, as somebody, I have some very nice watches, and, like feeling the watch and using the crown and changing the time on it, like feels very similar to like a very expensive watch. And that's why I can say like, yeah, it's awesome. And it's exciting to see like what you've done. I'm sure you've learned a lot from it. It's cool to see somebody create a product that's like not easy to create, right? Like the average person is not somebody who wants to like start a brand and make money is maybe selling t-shirts or something, right? Like they're not thinking, oh, let me go manufacture a watch.
Yeah. For the record, I'm not making these in my kitchen.
Right. No,
this is all professionally,
of course,
private label manufacturing, all professionally outsourced, full scale production runs. Cause a couple of my friends, when I kind of told them about the idea, they're like, how'd you even learn how to make a watch?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know how to make one. I don't have the CNC machines. Right. I don't have the,
Yeah. Well, it comes back to the generalist thing, right? And even when you talked about the movement piece, it reminds me of even something like Formula One, right? You see like a Formula One team, like not all of them design their own engines, right? They build the car, right? They build the car and then they buy an engine and put the engine in the car. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of reminded me of that. And so,
it's a good parallel.
Yeah.